What is up, everybody, and welcome back to my playthrough of Sonic Frontiers. So last time remember that let's see here. Yeah, last time we pretty much finished up Ares Island, defeated the Wyvern, and now here we are on Chaos Island. Wow. Yeah, here we are on Chaos Island, looking for Tails, and pretty much starting the process all over again of having to collect the 7 Chaos Emeralds and most likely defeating the Titan of this island. So we gotta go search for friends. It looks like we gotta go this way, so... Oh, that's the spin slash? Hey, we got a gear, nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way that way. I just found a good song. Wait, we have this war. Oh, wait, really? Oh, we're in Red Mountain. How can I forget Red Mountain? I'm gonna play that one. I think that's a good one. Here we go. Oh, interesting. Damn it. Alright, so for sure it has to do with these like Tetris-like things. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think I see. Oh, I screwed that up. I can't believe I'm really out here playing Tetris. There we go, we got some of the island revealed, so it's gonna be the same as last time. I'm gonna try to get as much as the island as I can revealed. That way, yeah, that way I can see where everything is, and well, I mean, yeah, pretty much that, just so I can see where everything is. Oh, here's the other one. Oh, that's all that is. looks like we unlocked the grind rail too. I wonder how big this island is. Like, is it gonna be as big as Ares Island? Cause that island was just so huge. I mean, it says according to here, I already have 5% of the map mapped. Kronos, Ares, Chaos. Whoa, what's up with that over there? We got 2D section. Okay. I hear some cocoa. Shinobi? This must be... It is unnecessary. Okay, to parry. It is unnecessary to parry based on timing from attack. Oh, so you don't need to time your parry. Damn, that Guardian didn't even stand a chance. Close to Tails, but I remember, yeah, this is what I want to go to this first. Like I said, I want to map as most of the map as I can. Is this another, yep. Ah. I'm glad you don't have to do timing, but I mean, I guess that does make the game a little too easy. But at the end of the day, this is a Sonic game. I mean, it is a game that's more marketed towards children. So I wouldn't expect this game to have like crazy parrying timing techniques or anything like that. So this whole section is just 2D. The whole area of the map, is that how it is? Alright, let's already yeah, let's go ahead and head over to Tails. Whoa. Nice, look at that. Let's not talk to him yet because I want to get more seeds before I get the chance to talk to him. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to him.
Hang tight, little bro. I won't make you wait much longer.
I forgot about the music.
catching my breath.
He never stops. Clarification. He never gives up.
The spatial anomaly that affected us seems to have left me in a digitized state. But those same energies are manifesting into some worrisome mutations for you.
Those sure are words you said just now.
I'm saying I'm fine. You're not, and I'm worried.
I'll be fine. And I need this power to rescue you.
He's even enduring the cyber corruption better than I calculated he would.
You're always rescuing me, and... Let's focus on the now. What do you need?
Chaos Emeralds. Think you can help me track them down?
I'm on it.
It's so sad someone so impressive will be lost in the end. It's not fair.
You are the key. Be empowered with this technique.
Alright, so we've unlocked a new ability, which is a cross slash. Okay. So I just have one more ability left. Alright. So collect keys. Collect vault keys from the portals. Alright. I have the default music running for now. Where is this? Of course. Alright, let's go. Doing some quite crazy wall running right here. Hey, like this Coco right here. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and start collecting vault keys, shall we? So that means, what that means is that we're gonna have to start, yeah, collecting vault keys means we're gonna have to start looking for cyberspace portals. Okay. Oh, what's up with that? Like Oasis there, did you guys see that? Hey, nice. Alright, 11% maps. Yeah, I can already tell this is probably gonna be about as big as Ares Island, if not a little bigger. But whatever, let's just keep on going. We already know, like I said, I already know how to what I'm doing now. So let's just focus on just doing what it is that we need to do. Sky Road. That's from I believe that's from Lost World. I don't think I had this one either, because I did not. What the hell? How am I supposed to attack that thing? Huh, I don't know. Well, unfortunately, I lost my power boost. So back to regular boosting, I guess. All right. Oh, so there's something I want to talk about. Something I want to get off my chest that I've kind of been seeing a lot of like these past few, well, really, I guess this year, that really kind of pisses me. Well, I don't know if it pisses me off, but it just annoys me. And I don't know, it might bother some of you guys, it may not, but. So something I've been seeing a lot, and I've really only been seeing it this year, is I see a meme going on that has been going around a lot. Basically, like, it says something like, oh, that it's impossible to make a Flash game, and then like it says, oh, like. At first, it was like other like game developers. I forgot what they were, right? There were a couple of games that basically showed like gameplay of like a speedster, basically, right? But the one I've been seeing recently, the one that's been popping up more, is they use Sonic Unleashed. So the meme basically says, oh, it's impossible to make a Flash game, and then it says something like, oh yeah, Sega in 2008, which you see the gameplay is it's Sonic Unleashed. I've already told you that Sonic Unleashed is one of the best Sonic games, but it's also one of the fastest too. Like, I still think to this day, and especially now playing Frontiers, that Sonic Unleashed is just the fastest Sonic game out there. There is no other Sonic game out there that has Sonic run at faster speeds. Maybe the mock speed stages from Sonic 06, but that's not really but that isn't really like a whole game. More so just yeah, more so just yeah, more so just like a section, like a gameplay gimmick, right? But Sonic Unleashed is faster, and yeah, like, it always bothers me. I gotta say, it always bothers me seeing people like post that, because they don't realize that Sonic and Flash, like, all they see is, oh yeah, Sonic and Flash are fast characters. They're speedsters. But they're not, yeah, that's probably where the similarities end. Just that they're both speedsters. Let me just activate this tower real quick. Or this portal. 20 rings, okay. Okay. Where are we at? Yeah, I don't know what level this is supposed to be based off of. Green Forest, I think. It certainly does give Green Forest. Yeah, it definitely does give Green Forest vibes. Yeah. Well, anyway, like I was saying, the similarities really just end there because I think anyone who can think a little more besides just the obvious can see that just because Sonic, you have Sonic games that can make Sonic move very fast and do a very good job at it, don't realize that the reason why making a Flash game is hard is not because it's hard to capture the sense of speed that he'd be able to go to. That has never been the issue for a Flash game. The issue is how to make it fun. And you might be like, well, I mean, Sonic games are fun. Yeah, but you gotta remember, Sonic games, Sonic is an action platformer. And all he really does is just run through stages, like, you know, attacking enemies every now and then and just doing some platforming. The Flash doesn't do that at all. He does not do platforming. And even then, given the universe that he's in, you gotta remember, this dude basically, he lives on Earth and he fights crime and villains in a city. Unless you make the city somehow crazy where like you can make fun platforming levels, it's just not gonna work. And then there's combat. You gotta remember, the Flash is a superhero. He fights. Yeah, he fights people. I don't know, this way will be faster, but let's try it. Oh my god. Yeah, you gotta remember, he fights crime. So, already, you're gonna, since he's a superhero, you're gonna expect combat like something very similar to Spider-Man or the Arkham games. And I just think, like, how are you gonna really make that work? You can make some cool like combos some cool like attack combos based off like his abilities, but not that many. And then really, more than anything, how are you gonna make engaging enemies? Because I mean, just look at this game with Sonic, right? It has combat, sure, but I don't see the Flash having the same combat attacks that Sonic has in this game. And even then, I mean, the combat, I wouldn't even say like that important in this game. Yeah, you encounter enemies, but you can easily avoid them if you do not want to fight them. Yeah, you can easily avoid them if you do not want to fight them. The Flash, you basically do have to have combat. It just wouldn't work. And people say the thing is that it's just of his abilities. Like, the only way you can make it work is like nerf his abilities somehow. But you could probably, but then you'd have to find, either you have to just straight up nerf him really well. You'd have to nerf him to the ground just to basically make him fun. But then at that point it's like, well, he probably won't even play like the Flash anymore, because if you nerf his abilities, then are you really even playing a Flash game at that point? And then the other thing is, how are you going to nerf him lore-wise? Because let's say, okay, yeah, we can nerf him. How are you going to explain it through the lore? You could probably get away with it with one game, but that's the thing. You're probably only going to be able to get away with one game. Yeah, you're probably only going to be able to get away with one game. And that's it. If you would want to, if the game ends up being good or whatever, and they want to make sequels, yeah, good luck trying to like make the lore for why the Flash has nerfed abilities. I mean, just look how people reacted when Gotham Knights gave Jason Todd, or I should say the Red Hood, his spiritual abilities to be able to like traverse around the map, because every other character had a really good way to traverse around Gotham. Like Batgirl could glide like Batman in the Arkham games, and Nightwing had his Fortnite glider, as people refer to it. Now that I think about it, I don't even remember what Robin's method of traversal was. But yeah, I mean, people didn't like it, even despite the fact that the creators said that they got the idea off like the comics. So it was something rooted in comics, and there's people defending it, saying like, well, it's not out of the ordinary. He has these abilities in the comics. But there's people still out there saying like, oh, this is ridiculous, you know? And yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. It would be the same thing with the Flash if they had to do that. And believe me, I have thought about it, because I love superhero games, you know? But there's a reason why we've only ever had Spider-Man and Batman games, because they're the two easiest characters to make a fun game out of. They've tried doing it with Superman, and I mean, there are rumors that there is a Superman game out there that's in the works. But the reason why Superman games haven't been good, there hasn't been any good Superman games, is because, I mean, Superman literally has the powers of a god, and it's really hard to make a game based off a god, or a dude who has like godlike powers. I mean, come on, he could fly at supersonic speeds, and he's invincible. He is immune to so much, and gameplay wise, that's just not really fun. Like, what's the point? Like, what would be the point of fighting enemies if you can't take damage, if there is no punishment for, you know, like, not being good in combat? I look at Supersonic, yeah, like, when Sonic becomes Supersonic, he becomes invincible, but at least the trade-off is it consumes rings, so you basically need to keep collecting rings for it to work, or else Sonic is just gonna like burn through all his rings, and yeah, he's gonna burn through all his rings, and then he no, I don't want to go through here. Yeah, he'll burn through all his rings, and then he'll die, because most of the times he's in an area where he needs to be supersonic to be able to like survive, or else he dies. Superman, what can you really do with that? Same thing. unless you introduce some kind of gimmick that like maybe he's weakened by kryptonite, I don't know, like taking damage means that like his the kryptonite gets stronger, I don't know, some bullshit like that. But once again, you could probably only get away with like using that gimmick once, and if you want to make another game, good luck. And that's another thing people say too, if you want to make it work with Superman, you would essentially have to just nerf his abilities. And then it's like, okay, so then why play as Superman if his abilities are nerfed? And yeah, it's the same thing with Flash. Like, it just, I don't know, it kind of bugs me a little, because I don't know if those people really know the Flash, if they really know Sonic, or if they really know game design. There's a reason why a lot of superheroes like just don't have video games, and like no one ever thinks about making the games for them because they just wouldn't work. And Superman is a really prime example. A Flash, look, I'm not saying it can't work, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I just think for like a Superman game to work or a Flash game to work, whoever wants to take the task of like developing games like that would really have to think outside of the box. They would have to come up with some kind of gameplay. They would have to like come up with some kind of unique form of gameplay that is like never before seen, that works. I mean, just look at the Arkham games. Before Arkham came out, there was no game like Arkham when it came to the combat and stuff. The free flow combat was something that the Rocksteady completely came up with. Yeah, it might have some similarities with some other stuff, but more often than not, it's something that Rocksteady came up with. And ever since then, a lot of superhero games, and not just superhero games, a lot of games that rely on combat use a system similar to free flow. So, I mean, with the Flash, it could work. But they would also need to make really interesting enemies, because come on, like fighting regular thugs, kind of like Arkham thugs, right? Just would not work with the Flash since he's super fast, and obviously they just wouldn't be able to touch him. It's the same thing with Superman. You would have to make special enemies for Superman just for it to work, because regular enemies are just not going to work. You would have to have like robots infused with kryptonite that could actually hurt him or something. Or, I don't know, things of that sort. But yeah, and you know, just think about it. There are other heroes that are popular, but I just don't know they'd make good games. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some that come to mind, but I just can't think, because at the end of the day, a lot of superhero games can like work as beat 'em ups. But, yeah, because they fight crime and whatnot, you know? I'm not even going to this area, which is where I'm supposed to be going. But I don't know, that's just what I think, and I just kind of wanted to say that, because that's just something that I needed to get off my chest with what is this now? Fortress. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight this fortress. Yeah, it's just something that kind of bugs me, because I just don't know why they say, oh yeah, look at Sonic. Like, they can't make a Flash game, but they can make a Sonic game. And all I gotta say to that is, my guy, if you think that the Flash and the Sonic are the same, you clearly do not know your heroes, or you clearly do not know like what makes these guys who they are. It's gonna be one of those annoying ones again, huh? Yep. It's either left or right. That's the thing, it's either left or right. Man, this might actually take me some time to figure out.